Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter and I have no idea what word I'm phasing in. I created it. I should have made a name. I did not. But we're here to play a tabletop RPG with Does Robot here is Noriel. Say hi.
Hello.
You have UncleJeffy that has been with us throughout the Half-Life.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
Yeah, and we've got our classic Yellow here.
Hi.
Our hurler of
Classic.
demons. I'm still not
Are
sure.
there going to be any demons to hurl in this adventure?
I can try to fit some. I can try to fit some. Like I don't have everything set in stone. So yeah, I'll be the game master. We'll be using the
Mom, we're recording right now.
Yeah, no problem.
Well-
While Tade can talk about the rules, we are going to use the F-sharp set of rules for role-playing games. I have them on this tablet, and they are incredibly simple.
Yes, which is both a blessing and a curse. A blessing because it's easy to learn. A curse because you really need to be into the whole collaborative storytelling thing to make them really work well. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes.
Mhm.
I'm excited.
Indeed. Characters are extremely simple. Basically, instead of a lot of stats and advantages and disadvantages and skills and... Well, I come from GU RPS, so I'm doing a total 180 on
Groups.
this. GURPS.
Groups.
Yeah. Like, this is a totally 180 on simplicity. Like, characters aspects are completely made up by the players, and the situations they apply are if they fit even loosely, that's how it applies. There are some character evolution and growth rules going around. I'll have the link of the rules in the descriptions for everybody to check out. I think you should, so you know a little better what will be going on. And as soon as Nori is back, we'll be ready to go.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Mom was working on stuff and was not aware that we were recording. So, I'm really sorry about that.
You know what?
All right.
It's fine. This is how tabletop RPGs go.
Indeed.
It's the authentic experience.
I'm just waiting for my mother to come home and try to talk to me too. That's bound to happen.
Kicks open the door and screams something and...
Probably. And it gets on the recording.
So, how do characters work in this game? What do their sheets look like?
Your mother just busts through
They-
the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
They look like whatever paper you have that you can write on. So let's give an example. Can I use your character as an example, Jeffy?
No.
All right. Can I use your character as an example, Nori?
Sure. Sure.
Okay. So they basically have like 3 backgrounds, 3 catchphrases. I'm showing them on screen right now. And like one of her backgrounds, she got healer, so she knows like healing magic and how to make medicine and stuff like that. And that's how it is. Like you come up with something and we try to make it work in game. This aspects, as we call it, they start with a value of 1. And they are used to test with this crazy looking dice here.
Fudge dice or
Fudge
fate
dice.
dice. This is This is derived from the fate system, by the way.
Yes. It's called... Have I mentioned it's called F-sharp? I think so. So basically...
Hold on. You guys continue. So hold on, I'm gonna get up and close the window because Mom decided to open it.
Go ahead. So yes, everybody starts with their aspects as 1, and if there's a test they need to do, I'll say a difficulty, usually 1, and they'll test against this dice. They have plus, minuses, and nothing, and they all hold nothing. That's a terrible example. So yeah, that's a good example. Yeah. So this is basically 0. So with a difficulty of 1, this is exactly 0. With a difficulty of 1 and you add your aspect value, then this is a successful roll because it's equal or bigger than the difficulty.
And unlike most systems, you get to know the difficulty in advance. So you can say, I want to swing off that chandelier. And then when the GM tells you that the difficulty is going to be 6, you can change your mind because there's no way that your aspects will let you roll that high.
At least not in the beginning.
By the chandelier. The chandelier.
You can...
You
can actually increase your aspects by expanding these tokens that we are using in Sapphire.
Don't touch my bowl.
Sure. I should change my point of view because I'm right beside Jeffy.
Yeah.
I'll be on the other. I'll be on the opposite side
I will
too.
fight you. Do not touch my bowl again.
What else are tokens for, Shifty?
Yes, you can earn tokens by acting through the adventures. What's it called again?
The quest?
Are you talking about the aspects?
Yeah, the aspects.
Yes.
The word aspects. And
yes,
or your own character aspects. If you act then in a cool way, I can give you a token. They can be spent to buy new aspects or improve existing ones.
They can also be used to make changes to the scene that are unexpected but not unreasonable. Like if you want a gust of wind to blow through your tower and snuff out all the candles, then you can spend a token to do that.
Indeed.
Ooh.
You can also spend a token, either the GM can or you can on another player, to force another player to invoke one of their aspects. Like if one of your aspects is hates flying, the GM can give him a token to invoke that so that the party can't get to wherever they're going by plane. Unless they can think their way around that problem.
This isn't a plane. This is just a...
No, I'm not going to reveal my character yet, but I have some fun aspects.
Oh yes, here's an interesting one. Yellow will be joining a little later than the other characters.
Yes.
And I just realized that I didn't put it... It's called taglines, by the way, the aspects of the adventure, and I didn't put it anywhere easy for everybody to see, except for this card. Now, I fixed that. It's on this card.
Okay, cool. So this is a high fantasy game. The other two taglines are between the flame and the storm and the binds that keep us together. I don't know what 2 or 3 mean, but that shall be revealed.
You will figure that out. That has to do with the plot, which has not been revealed. This is a very loose word that I kind of came up with, kind of not. Just of course, my phone needs to do something. All right.
I see.
Kind of not. Like loosely based on high fantasy, and as character is just let everyone go like do whatever if that fits.
Do whatever if that fits.
Yes, and people did whatever that fits, and that should be interesting.
And it was great. You see, I'm playing a 7-foot-tall crab man.
It's very fantasy style. Works perfectly. I
Works
said,
perfectly.
yeah. I said that the only needs that it would be a sentient creature.
My
Okay.
one of my aspects is Let's Biggity Bounce. It gives me
Is what?
Let's Biggity Bounce. It's one of my aspects as a crab man.
Let's
Goodness.
biggity bounce.
All right, let's get on task. How about we do
Yes.
that?
Yeah. All right then. So we've agreed that none of these characters have met beforehand, and we are going to try to figure out a way to make them meet, which I haven't thought of right now, as of yet. But
We can edit
Let's
this,
do it.
of course. This
of
footage.
course. Yeah, it will be the most perfect decision ever. Nothing wrong will ever happen. Like, yeah, right. Anyway, all right. So, busy night at the inn. Most tables are at field. And you two, Nori and Jeffy, you are on that mess trying to find some place to sit down and eat a meal.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna be carrying a plate, and a jug of ale, and looking for some opening. Maybe see a few people getting up and start beelining for their seats.
Well, nobody's really getting up.
Okay.
There's only
But
one empty table.
There's one empty table with someone that's actually.
Actually,
I imagine you
There-
want to have a plate of food with you, Jeffy.
there is someone who gets up. I've just completed my business transaction, and there's a very happy man walking away with a very beautiful jewel.
Ooh, what color this jewel?
Oh, it's green.
It's
Brightest
green.
green you've ever seen.
Nice. All right, so there is an available table.
All right. I will slide into that seat and ask, "Is anybody sitting here?"
Not anymore.
Hi. Do you mind then?
No, I don't mind. I quite enjoy company, actually.
Okay. So what am I looking at?
You are looking at a fairly, not super tall, maybe a little, undersized, like a, 5'6", 5'5", young man with brown hair that kind of comes down to his shoulders. He's dressed in a very nice red suit and top hat. He's very pale and has, upon slightly closer inspection, he has slits around like his jaw and on his neck, and it reveals shining metal underneath.
Okay.
So, yeah, up close, it appears that he's a robot.
Okay. Shifty, is this something that I would have seen before? Is this abnormal?
He is quite a rare sight. You have not seen anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well, you see sitting across from you a woman who's aged a little bit early. She's probably mid to late 30s. And she has most notably, her face is just mangled with scars, as are her arms. And she has one eye that is clouded. It looks like there was a scar that ran through it. And she is also abnormally hairy. She's got a little bit of sideburns kind of running down her face. Her arms have fur down them. Her ears are kind of elongated and fuzzy. And her hair is just a matted mess. She looks like she just crawled out from under a bush. And she is soft-spoken at the moment, but her face is definitely the most striking thing as far as her appearance.
So you're saying she's pretty much the opposite of my character.
Yes, she has been mangled at some point.
Okay.
We're up to a great start here.
Your friend isn't going to miss this spot, is he? He's not going to come back?
I mean, hopefully not.
Did you just scam him?
Alright, so not a friend then. Is that what I'm...
A client, I suppose.
Oh, you're a businessman.
I'm a businessman. Yes.
Alright.
That.
You're dressed real nice for a rough-looking tavern.
I get around. I do a lot of traveling. I don't particularly have a home, but I try and keep my appearance nice. It helps, I believe. Seal the deal.
Right, okay. I mean, I understand all that, but not having a home, roaming around, except that last bit. I don't vibe that, really. No. Alright, well, my name's Aloquin.
Nice to meet you, Aloquin. My name is Clockhead.
I'm sorry? It's what?
Clockhead. Harvey Clockhead.
Harvey Clockhead, alright. I admit that is a last name I have not heard before. Nice to meet you. Sorry about I shouldn't judge. Well, do you eat? Do you want... Man, I'm making this real awkward. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are.
Do you... I'm gonna eat, if that's alright with you, if that's not gonna make you uncomfortable.
Are you talking about the fact that I am mechanical in nature?
I am?
I'm fairly open about that.
Okay.
And yes, I do eat.
Alright. So, okay, well, I'm gonna eat. So...
Enjoy.
Thank you. Okay. So, realizing she's kind of made this not a great first impression, she's just going to start tucking into her meal and trying not to look at Harvey Clockhead.
Yeah, I can see how this party's gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Anything you want to make the situation a little less awkward?
No.
Or more awkward.
Clockhead's getting out his bag and just sort of shuffling through his wares idly. He might be picking up some objects of interest, just in case one might catch her eye.
Oh, okay.
But, just keeping it swift and passive.
Okay. I think Aloquin probably spent her last bit of money on this meal.
Oh.
So she's watching and just kind of like trying not to look. So you sell... Oh, crap. I mean, clearly you sell things. We have established that. Yeah. Anything in particular you sell?
Just little knickknacks and baubles that I found on my ventures. Equipment occasionally.
Alright.
All manner of, building or crafting.
Right.
Some alchemy.
Oh, alright. So, well, I'm, can I have, would she notice he's trying to, show her things, or is it very, very subtle?
It's subtle, but I think it's noticeable.
Okay.
Subtle enough to for you to notice and to appear that he's trying to be discreet about it.
Okay. I'm gonna be up front with you. I'm not looking to buy anything, so if that...
He puts his bag down.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to... I mean, I think you can kind of see I'm not really...
It's fine.
Flush with cash.
It's fine. I'm sorry.
No, you got your goals. I got mine. Yours is selling things, I guess. And
what do you do?
I'm looking for somebody. Actually, since you're a traveler, I mean, pretty much I pester everybody. So might as well ask you. You ever heard of a man named Balin?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, that's fair. It's been about 2 years of that, but yeah, I'm looking for somebody. It's been a long time looking.
Well, I hope that your quest goes well.
Yeah, same here. I was, well, now you got me chattering. I was with a group for a while. We were,
That's the chattering.
What was... Oh.
Sorry. I was with a group for a while, and things were... I mean, we were making good progress, moving through. He's, he could be anywhere, though, so, I mean, it's a big world, you know. Safety in numbers, though. So, had, group working together, and that sort of fell apart a little while ago, and now it's just me, You travel with anyone?
I did. For a while. It wasn't very long. It's nothing.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but...
No, it's fine. Just wasn't exciting, I suppose. It was a very brief time.
Okay.
Well, look,
do you guys want to chat a little more?
Nope. If you wanna,
No. Yeah. Okay.
if you wanna give us something to move the story along.
Yes. I was waiting for an opportunity. All right. So, as you chat along throughout the night and the patrons start to move on, you notice someone really, really out of place there. Even more than Mr. Clockhead there. Really fancy clothes that you recognize to not being from around here. He's clearly from the lands from beyond the Dragonlands. And You
You're gonna
wonder
totally
what
need a map at some point.
probably, and you wonders what someone like that is doing here. You, Jeffy, you smell opportunity. After all.
Clockhead, sorry, what's your... Okay, I gotta check your name. Aloquin. He nudges Aloquin and, points over to the guy, grabs his bag, slings it over his shoulder, and trots on over. Is there room at the table?
Yes, he's sitting alone. His plate still full. A very concerned look on his face.
Okay. I pick up my chair and bring it with me so nobody steals it. Clunk it down at the table. Sit down. Hello, sir.
I totally imagine you doing like the Riker sitting down, like to jump over the back of the table.
Back the chair.
Yeah.
Especially if this is a tall chair.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe my legs can extend and I can step over it. I sit down and, I introduce myself. And, I tell him, you look like a man that needs something. In my personal opinion, in my professional opinion.
Indeed,
and I may be the one who has it.
I very much doubt it. But... Maybe pride allows me. Yes, if I let pride go, perhaps I should acquire some help in my current situation. Say, he looks you like up and down. You look like someone that has been traveling, don't you? Perhaps I could use your help. What do you have to offer me?
I get out my bag, and I start looking through my stuff. This is a little different than what he expected. Like, he saw, like through his head, he just, is this guy trying to hire me? He starts, like, getting out a few things, like, some of the nicer items, really showing up, this is the stuff I've got, like, trying to prove his, like, I don't know how to describe how
His
cool
prowess.
he is.
What you want.
His prowess. That's the word. That's way better than how cool he is.
Yeah. The man looks at your trinkets and just interesting set of trinkets you've got here. Are they from around the land? Do you have a specific place you get them?
I travel from place to place. Just pick up whatever I can.
Yes, whatever he can.
Silence. You're not here yet.
Yeah.
But I collect these from all around the land and then bring them to. How do I describe this?
A black market.
I allow people who cannot go somewhere to have something from somewhere there.
You are a traveling merchant.
Yes. Thought this was established.
Interesting. But what I need is not material. You probably have noticed I'm not from around these parts. And I could use the help of someone that knows lands very well. I wonder if you would be interested in something like that, like helping me. How can I put it? I'm looking for someone.
You're looking for someone?
Indeed.
Sorry.
I'm not allowed to give too much details right now, but if you agree to help me out, I can add information to our conversation. Also, I do plan to have you compensated. He picks up a strange ring from under his robe, do a few waves with his hand, puts his hand through the ring, and it doesn't come out the other side of the ring. But when he pushes his hand back, he has a small pouch of gold coins.
Cool.
Just keeps going. This is the rest of the video.
Yeah. He has a small
It's
pouch
just
of
him. Just Shifty stacking coins for an hour.
yeah.
I think with Aloquin hearing that he's not, if that's okay, if she's close enough to overhear.
She's close enough.
I think overhearing that he's not looking for something, but that he's looking for someone, and he's looking for maybe someone to escort him or travel with him. She's gonna, not like as boldly, but just in case this clockwork guy isn't what he's looking for, she's gonna shift a little bit closer, maybe awkwardly drag her chair a little bit better of a vantage spot, that if Clockhead gets rejected, she can step in, but she's not making her presence known at the moment.
All right, she just gets a little bit closer. All right.
Yeah. Might I suggest that even if he does not get rejected, he may not know these lands all that well, but she does, and she sure looks like she does. So
Yep,
the guy could hire him, and he could hire her.
I mean, it's totally in character for what I'm seeing here.
All right.
Yeah.
So she's not pushing to make a bargain or anything. She's just going to sit back and see how this plays out and listen, so that she has the same information.
Yes.
Clockhead was highly interested when he got out the ring. Now he's even more so.
What?
It started thundering here in real life. I decided to add a little bit of a flavor to the game as well. It probably
That's so cool.
We need another tablet for sound effects.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay, go ahead.
All right. All right. The man looks at you, Jeffy, and says, "So, are you interested in my proposal?"
Yes, sir. I think I may be available for your expedition, if that's a correct word for it.
More of an investigation, I suppose.
Investigation, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I had to take these matters on my own, which has proven difficult. The locals can only help so much with the lay of the land. And I need to know a bit more places where I can continue in my search. So if we can get to an agreement, I can get to more details.
Well, I'm quite new to the area, but I mean 2 heads better than 1, and I am willing to assist.
Very interesting.
Was that in character?
Aloquin, yep. Kind of clears her throat. Sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. Don't let my appearance put you off. Hello. I happen to hear you gentlemen talking, and I'm a little more familiar with the area if you're just looking. I mean, not the towns quite as much, but some of the smaller ones, and definitely the wilderness out here. So, if you're willing to spare more coin and hire another person, you got this fella for towns and me for out and about.
That arrangement is actually very interesting. I do believe we'll be going through the wilderness quite often in this quest of ours. And I do have some extra coins to spare. He moves to his pouch again, and I totally messed that up, but yeah.
Just more coins.
More coins. He doesn't seem to have a problem with money, that's for sure. His clothes denote that, the way he talks denotes that, the way he puts coins on the table for other people just to look at denotes that.
Okay. Get back.
My name's Aloquin on Offrey. Nice to meet you. She reaches out her hand to shake.
He reaches back. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm sorry for not doing it earlier. Sorry about my manners. My name is Cantor. And I would like to find a place a little more private so that we could discuss the details without being overheard.
Absolutely, that makes sense. Considering I literally overheard pretty much the entire conversation, I assume pretty much anyone else can too.
Indeed. This has proven to be fortunate this time, but not all the times. So,
you got a place you're staying or anything?
I do have a room in this already rented here. We probably could discuss in more privacy there, if I can have the agreement of both of you.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not gonna turn down money at this point.
Alright, you move to his current quarters. The place really does not fit the man. He really looks like he's kind of lost right in the region. He sits down and starts explaining what's going on. I still have to keep some things under wraps here, but I am looking for a very important person that has been kidnapped, and I'm looking for the possible places where the kidnapper has taken her. I know that he took her to these lands. That as much as I managed to acquire as information goes. You see, this person is a princess, and I'm under direct orders from the king to not disclose any more details.
Clockhead leans over to Aloquin and whispers, "She's a princess."
They were roommates. Um,
They were roommates.
all right. I heard that's something. Aloquin's not quite. Yeah, she's not quite sure what to do with this. This sounds a little intimidating now.
Clockhead is excited.
Of course he is.
More wealth than you can imagine.
There's just like in like the background over the sound of the tavern and such, or there's just like this really fast sound of a clock ticking.
I know you said you could. Go ahead.
I hope the next bit of information I have to reveal now doesn't discourage you too much. I really only requires your services for locating the place where she might be taken, but her kidnapper was a dragon.
Oh, one of these things.
All right. I can tell you up front, I'm probably not going to be facing down any dragons.
Well, I've never encountered a dragon before. New experiences. Hopefully, I don't die. But what is it with dragons and princesses? I know they're like shiny things. Are princesses not shiny?
I believe that this dragon might be interested in a little thing more than shinies. You know, okay, let me dump a little bit of lore right now. So, the Dragonlands, there are actually 2 Dragonlands in this area. One for fire dragons, one for thunder dragons. They kind of organize themselves a little bit on kingdoms themselves, and they often get in trouble sometimes with human kingdoms and other species kingdoms. So there might be some political shenanigans going on. After all, dragons here are actually sentient.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, dragon politics.
Indeed.
I know you said you couldn't tell us anything more about the princess necessarily, but are we looking for a kid or for an adult?
A teenager, I would say.
Alright.
Young adult, still not quite mature enough. Since this is a delicate matter, her father actually asked me personally to not disclose what kingdom she hails from. That news of her kidnapping has not yet broke loose, and that could have some consequences if it does.
Sure.
So, I do require your utmost confidentiality.
Yeah, so how do you play into this? What are you exactly?
I'm gonna step away for a second. Be right back.
All right.
Keep on going.
All right. I am a direct counselor to the king, and we both agreed that my personal skills could help a lot on this quest. You probably notice the ring I utilized for getting my little purse, didn't you?
I did notice that, yeah.
It looks ridiculously magical, and I'm very deeply interested in how it works.
So you are probably not well versed on arcane magics. Anyway, this element of magic deals with moving from place to place, moving objects, and communications under large distances.
Are we talking teleportation or telekinesis?
Both.
So teleportokinesis.
Indeed. Sir, yes, in a way we could put it this way. He does a few demonstrations, make some of the items and room float around and pop to place.
So, are you planning on taking on this dragon yourself? Like, do you have people lined up to take care of this? And you're just...
As long as I can understand where she's being hidden and scout the land, we can come up with a plan. Well,
alright.
all I need your help is to actually spot places in this land where one dragon could be hidden. The locals could help me just so far, but you well-traveled folks probably can help me with places much farther ahead.
Out of character, Shifty, could you tell me this character's name again?
I'm back.
Oh, his name is Cantor.
Okay. Thank you. Well, from what I've seen, this land, I mean, it looks like it could hide a dragon. I would say a dragon or two, but I probably not two. Which is good. That lessens our places to search. You know, unless it's like, 5 dragons that are really crafty. And then maybe they would.
I'm
Well,
looking for one dragon, maybe 2.
Okay.
are dragons common in this area? Or if we ask around and ask people, are they gonna be like, oh yeah, if there was one nearby, I saw it?
They are fairly common. It's not uncommon to see some flying around. They kind of keep to their own business and don't interfere too much. But there are a few places around these lands where traveling dragons, like stop for the night and rest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And dragons can be friendly too. Some might actually, it's somewhat rare, but some might actually befriend some of the locals when they stop to rest, especially if they travel a lot.
Do we have any more information about what this dragon looks like or its name, or is there anything known about that so we can pinpoint what we're looking for?
Indeed, it's a fire dragon.
Alright.
So fire dragons, red, your classic red, lots of teeth and claws and scales, and
So a
breathes
dragon.
fire, indeed.
Alright.
Okay, so it's night, it's getting dark. So you guys talk a little bit about places where dragons can be hidden. Cantor shares with you the places that he already managed to investigate. You share with him a few places that are big enough to keep a dragon and where one could hide. He tells you that some of these places he indeed have not investigated yet, or even knew about their existence so far. You make a plan on where to go next, and decide to turn in for the night.
What is the plan and where are we going?
Mordor.
Mordor.
No!
Since we I mean,
First game, go to Mordor.
Let's just go
Yeah.
to Mordor. Well, just go to Mordor, guys.
Mordor, the ancient mansion that has 100,000 doors.
Okay.
Mordor.
Alright.
Okay, I get it.
It was named after it's many doors.
Okay. So
okay,
we
not,
have
not exactly.
So we have a location that we've settled on as the next place to go look. And is that a distance away? Is that nearby
Yes.
town?
It's a nearby mountain range. It's the closest place that you agreed could hide a dragon.
Okay.
And basically that's why you decide to go there first. It's just closer. And the mountains there could be a resting place for a dragon. They might be hiding there. They might be there just like a step on the journey. That's all possible. It's a good place to start.
Okay.
Great.
All right. So I will. I'll head outside.
All right, you agreed to leave on the morning
Or somewhere.
after some rest and some food. After all,
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna go find a place to sleep.
yeah.
So.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to sleep outside.
I don't have money for a room, so yes, I am.
Well, what about the coins you dangle in front of you?
Do I get those? Are those mine now?
You'll get those. That's payment in advance, and he promised to after the quest is completed to get some more.
Great. I'm gonna still sleep outside.
All right.
Also,
Did
Jeffy
I
got
give-
paid more than you.
That's all right. I didn't count.
Okay. All right. Jeffy, you probably would like to. Do you even sleep?
I do sleep. I'm a lot more human than you think.
All right.
Okay, well, I don't sleep exactly. I shut down for the night.
Sleep mode.
Yeah, shit
Yeah,
down, recharge.
I have
And then-
a small I have a small cart, horse and carriage, that I have a small bed in there.
All right.
All right.
Be careful. It takes him a while to get going in the morning. Because he has to install updates.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to comprehend what's going on and why you're not asleep.
All right.
Okay.
So- Next morning. Next morning, you find Counter already waiting by the front of the inn. He looks at you two and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to go?"
I think so. I'm ready.
Jeffy?
Is it still raining?
No, it's not.
What?
It's not raining
Yes.
anymore.
Clockhead. Yeah, he looks like he's still tired.
Hasn't finished
Yeah.
updating yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's currently doing. Yeah, he's currently doing his fancy, like he's buttoning up his jacket still.
Mhm.
Okay.
While he's doing so, Kenter look at you with a little bit more curiosity. And after all, the light is a bit better right here. He seems to be a little more curious about your unique appearance. Anyway, all right, gentlemen, I would invite you to come closer to me. we are going to travel there in a much more, let's say, faster way.
Ooh, teleportation. I think it's teleportation. He's...
All right.
never been teleported before.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. He asks from you to help him to help point him to the general location of the mountains and the distance from the place you are. You help him out. He waves his hand a little bit, says some magical enchantments, and then things become a little fuzzy. You hear strange noises, and suddenly the background is completely different.
Okay. Can I roll for motion sickness? Just disorientation sickness.
I don't think
It's
that's
not- It's not an aspect. I just want to.
Oh, all right. Okay. You both are a bit disoriented because like suddenly everything changed. You are feeling a little, maybe a bit dizzy.
Okay.
That was awesome, and then he falls over.
Perhaps they should have imagined that it was your first time teleporting. It can be a bit daunting. I'm sorry for my lack of manners.
No, that was really nice. That was really good. That was cool. That was really cool. Good job.
I mean, honestly, it's better than walking the entire way.
I mean, I'm with him. It was really useful. Yeah. All right. Well, let's have a.
Yeah, as you regain your proper senses, you look at the horizon. You notice that you're not quite exactly at a place. It's still like a couple of hours walk. It's still better than a couple of days that you would take on horseback.
Okay.
He looks at you two, saying, not bad for a blind teleportation, since it's a place I have never been before. Yes, shall we move? So,
Clockhead takes off his top hat, and pulls something out of it. It's this little black stick with a blue handle, like a blue round handle on the top. He flicks it, it turns into a cane.
He flicks in that, and what? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
It turns into a walking cane.
All right. So, yeah. All right, interesting. So, as you are walking, Cantor looks at you, Jeffy, and he's intrigued by your appearance. He lets you know, Mr. Clockhead, I hope I'm not being intrusive, but I couldn't help but notice that you are somewhat different from others. Would you allow me to be curious about your nature, if you allow me to put in these types of words?
I suppose. Allow you to be curious.
I'm trying my best to sound like super fancy and high class, and I'm probably missing the point very, very big. But Cantor is a very classy man. He speaks very
classy way.
Yes, he's royalty. He's like not exactly royalty. He's
nobility.
very close.
He
He's
is
nobility.
adjacent to royalty.
his aristocracy, for sure.
Aristocracy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are allowed to be interested in me. I give you my blessing.
How did you come by your unique construct?
I don't know. How did you come by your unique construct?
I believe that's well known by any creature that understands biology. I believe you do.
Aloquin just starts losing it.
But you are not quite biological yourself.
Yeah. I'm not. Anyone.
Anymore. Oh. Interesting.
Alright.
I imagine I might be being too intrusive. I should cease my questionings. I'm sorry if
Aloquin's gonna kind of sidle up to
I,
Cantor. It's alright. I did the same sort of awkward things when I met him the first time. It's just, I think he's probably, touchy about it, but used to it, I would say. She kind of pats him on the arm if he lets her. It's all right. I think we just are naturally curious about things we don't understand, right?
Indeed. The matters of
Maybe.
anything different is very interesting to me.
Do you say something to
Did you,
Me?
No, Shifty. I
Yeah.
took out my earbuds and went and turned on the light. It was getting dark in here.
No, they were talking
they
about you
were
behind your
talking-
back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. That actually fits perfectly.
All right.
Also, I was going to say that maybe the reason Cantor is not necessarily quite coherent about some of these things is because this is not his native language. He's from a different language, different culture.
Yeah, good. Yes, indeed. It will help with the game master being from a different country and different culture too. That's a great background. Thank you, Yellow. I can use that.
You're welcome.
So, Gunter looks at you, Nora, and he can't, and he notices also you look at that bit different. Not as different as Clockhead, and he asks, "You, if you allow me to ask about you, you are a were creature, aren't you? Do you transform into some other?"
Yeah, you're very perceptive. Yeah, I do. I try not to. It's not the most pleasant experience for me or the people around me. But yeah, I'm a werewolf. Yeah.
Natural, or have you acquired lycanthropy?
I acquired it when I was quite young. Yeah.
I see.
So it's been a way of life for quite a while.
Yes, yeah.
So-
Your mostly human behavior actually denotes that. Indeed. I have met my share of werewolves and other were creatures. Some can be quite feral.
You are right. You are right. A certain time of the month, I do tend to be a little more aggressive and stay away from people entirely, but I'm good for another 10 days, so yeah. Pleasant enough, I'd like to think.
Alright, I will keep that in mind, even though I believe our business should not take too long. Alright,
It'll take too long. It'll take too long. It's inevitable.
Yes.
Dramatically
Well-
inevitable.
I'm gonna go scout around unless you need me and see if I can find any.
As you're talking, you actually reach the mountains, and there are a few.
Oh, they must have been talking really slowly.
Yeah, I just want to move things forward because because there are caves there, and I believe you were paying attention at things, right, Yellow?
Yes, I was.
Mm-hmm. So okay.
What does that mean?
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes. So. All right. You reach the mountains. A few caves dotted around here and there. Wild animals. Nothing seems too dangerous right now. How do you suppose you'll be proceeding? Do you plan to split up or prefer to stick together in case you actually run into something a little bigger and with more teeth?
Well, do you guys have any protective capabilities? Can you take care of yourselves in a scrap?
Well, well, I do have my ways of keeping myself safe. But Cantor is saying that. But perhaps, what about your abilities, Mr. Clockhead? Jeffy?
I'm not much of a fighter.
Perhaps we should stick together then.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's probably the best course of action.
All right, well, let's pick a cave and go poke our heads in it.
Clockhead turns around and scans, squints and looks over the mountain. How about that one? He just points to just a random one. That's a little ways away.
Mm-hmm.
I figure might as well, just start somewhere.
I have good feelings about that one.
All right.
Okay.
Just in my gut.
Mm-hmm. So
All right.
you enter one of the caves.
Okay. My cue, apparently.
Oh no! Okay.
So, you hear a slap, slap, slappity scampering sound, and UncleJeffy, leaning on his cane, suddenly feels it fall out from under him and collapses in a heap on the floor. And you see a scraggly shape disappearing deeper into the cave, cackling madly.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't go by my gut anymore.
No, well, we found something. This thing probably knows the tunnels or the caves. I'm gonna chase it.
Yeah, well, there could be a million more of them.
She takes off.
Okay, fine. He tightens his top hat down a little more and awkwardly chases after her.
You and Cantor exchange a look before you start going together after her.
So,
Hey!
you are Go ahead.
Hey, little thing. Hey.
At the sound of your voice, the little thing turns his scraggly head to look at you, then cries out, "No, precious!" And redoubles his speed. He beelines toward a large, awkward-looking rock formation.
Okay, what am I looking at? Or is it too dark to really tell?
Maybe once it holds still, it'll be clearer, but it's small and scraggly humanoid-looking thing.
All right. I will continue pursuing it, and dart around those rocks after it, if that's all right.
Okay.
It is alright.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamber up those rocks. What were my aspects again? Where are my notes? I don't have my notes handy.
They are right in front of you.
They
if you
should
want
be
to
on
flip
your
the
poster.
card.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I want to reveal that yet, yet.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I was imagining that.
I'm going to use aspect number 2 to scramble up the rocks to the tippy top of the formation.
Alright.
Shifty can look up what that aspect is.
His
what's
aspect,
sort of my-
scramble up to the tippy top of the rock formation.
Yeah. What sort of difficulty am I looking at?
That's a place you know somewhat well. So let's go with an average of 1.
Okay, average of 1. Okay. First
Whoa,
roll
calm
game.
down, Yellow.
Okay, so positive, and negative. So that's 1 plus 1, so 2. So he successfully scrambles up the very awkward-looking rock formation and perches at the top, cackling. You'll never get my precious now.
And while Tari is with Jeff's cane, he's on
Yes.
a quite hard to reach places right now.
Clockhead gets into the room, sees the little thing up on the rock formation with his cane.
Currently gnawing on the cane.
Oh no.
Gnawing
Scans the
happily.
area for anything that could help him subdue this creature or get his cane back. Is there anything in the area that could?
Well, it's a cave. There are plenty of rocks and pebbles and stuff like that.
Okay, so no debris or actual things around, just rocks.
Yeah, rocks
roots
and
stuff.
things like that. Not much used caves by more than animals.
Okay.
So there are small bones from some
okay.
creature that left. The remnants of the meal of some creature and things
Okay.
like that.
I put my hands up to the mouth and shout up to the little creature, "Hey!
What?
That thing is really cool!
Yes, it's my precious!
Do you want to
Back
know?
to 9.
Do you want to see something cool it can do?"
He looks at you expectantly.
He continues shouting "Okay, stare into the top of the blue ball."
Stare into the top of the blue ball.
Yes.
Okay. He stares
top
into
of
the
the
top
cane,
of
right?
his precious ball.
Yeah. There's a ball at the top of the cane.
Okay.
Then press the button on the stick. There's a small black button near the top.
Okay, he presses the button.
The cane extends to his face, or whatever.
Ah! Trixie, junk man! Okay, so,
Well, now we have officially attacked this thing.
Okay.
Would have tried to reason with it.
Sorry.
I mean, that was pretty cool. But...
pretty facing, might mind. I like that. Yellow is also acting quite like my precious.
okay.
He has a.
So, question.
Let's see.
Standing up here on this awkward rock formation, having just had a cane extend into my face, what's my balance looking like?
Not very good.
Okay.
Let's see. Take a look at the respect again. I guess, yeah. Likes dark holes is okay, but let's up the difficulty of you keeping perched on your little place to, let's say, a 4.
A 4. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need perfect roll here. Which is very far from perfect. You
Yeah,
tumble.
I got a 0.
All right, can I catch him?
No! Splash!
Can I catch
into
him?
A pool of water.
You can, and that would actually yeah. What does it fit with one of your?
I wanted to say everybody needs a mom, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Like it
The
works.
the little creature just doesn't look like he knows too much about it.
It looks like he's gonna hurt himself.
Yeah, you're a real healer too. You like to keep everybody in proper health, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
So you can try to catch him. He's tumbling down. Let's make this. Well, you're also like a werewolf. You have your more agility to you. So let's make it as an average roll.
But there's a pond of water that I'm currently falling towards, so it's gonna be kind of awkward.
Okay. All right. So what do I need to roll?
So, yeah, you need to roll a 0 will do.
A 0?
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
1. It's against an aspect. You managed to catch him.
Hey, are you all right? Hey.
He stares at you, agog. You saved Sneegli!
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
He just hugs you, overjoyed.
Oh, hey, all right. Well, hey there, and nice to meet you, Sneegli.
I'm turning
Well,
to my
this-
sheet now.
This actually didn't. This could have gone worse. I'm gonna try to put him down.
He's still kind of clinging.
Okay. All right, I'm going to carry him then. Back to the group.
All right.
As you approach the group, Sneegly's just casting dirty looks at Junk Man. He's still clutching the cane, but as they enter range, he just chucks it at him. Ah! Probably wasn't. It wasn't the real Precious anyway.
Ow.
So it just hits with a clang.
I kind of awkwardly hold up Sneegly. I'm like, this is Sneegly. He's
At Junk
he
Man specifically.
seems,
He's delightful.
yeah, he seems friendly enough.
He keeps making faces at Junk Man through.
I'm gonna try to
throughout
put him
this.
down again.
This time he lets you set him on the ground.
Okay. So, well, this is delightful, and your cave is really nice. We're actually looking for a red dragon. You seen any of those around?
Have I?
No, you haven't seen any dragon on these parts for a while, and you have been here for, let's say, a decent amount of time. It has been
What?
your little. A reasonable amount of time, like to make sure that no dragon has come by this area.
Okay.
No dragons here. Cave is nice and safe. Except for junk men.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of visitors, do you?
He shakes his head.
You ever get visitors?
He shakes his head.
Just fishes, and they lives here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you know the mountains at all? Have you traveled outside of this cave?
I'm gonna say yes. Is
Yes,
okay?
yes. You have like been on and off the caves, exploring around, searching for your precious.
Yes.
Yes, Sneegli knows all the best caveses.
Alright, I'm gonna get down, like, crouch down, like, you know, looking face to face with somebody shorter than you.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're looking for a dragon, like I said. Are you cool here? We gotta move on, because we gotta look for a dragon. We've been hired to look for a dragon. Are you good? I don't mean to, like, check in too much, because we just met, but you good here? You okay?
Like, mentally,
know the words.
emotionally.
Yeah, like, she's just making sure, like, are you... do you want to be here?
She's being a mom.
What you're actually trying to do is get me into the party, right?
Yeah.
No, we're trying to just push you away and have nothing
Either
of
get
the kind.
you to the party, or we're gonna leave, so I need to know which one it is.
Yeah. I want to get in the party. I just haven't worked out how to do it quite yet.
So yeah.
Because Sneegli likes his cave, but
He's,
okay.
He's quite liking Nora too, you imagine.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
like, she saved him and she's trying to be nice and stuff like that.
Yes.
You save Sneegli. Sneegli is your servant now.
Alright, let's back that up. No. That's a big
He
old
looks
no.
incredibly hurt.
I'm out. Well, dang. Alright. I mean,
Wow, good going, Aloquin.
sorry. Is that what you want?
He nods vigorously.
Could we not call it that? Could we call it something
Sneegli just wants to be a good butler.
friendlier? Companion? Could you be like a traveling companion instead?
He nods
Okay.
energetically.
Great. Let's do that. And not servant. Let's not do servant. And now that I'm kind of nose to nose with him, down at his level, what am I looking at? Is it
Okay.
cute?
Yeah, you're looking at a very scrawny, scraggly looking humanoid. Very scraggly, thin hair, gigantic ears, gigantic pointy ears. Head is shaped more or less like a potato. And has a nose that is also like a potato. Let's see, would they know what his species is, Shifty?
Yes, you're not very rare.
Okay. You recognize Sneegli as a mud goblin.
A mud goblin. I love
A
mud,
mud
goblin.
goblin.
That's some of my best deals with mud goblin.
Mud goblins are fairly common across the developed kingdoms. Usually employed as light slave labor for household work and stuff in difficult to reach places like cleaning building faces.
Hold on, Yellow. Hold
Yes.
on, one moment. Did you just mix Dobby and Gollum?
Maybe.
I love him, and he's my child now. All right. Well, I think we would all, and she looks really purposefully at Harvey Clockhead, be welcoming to you if you would like to leave your cave on a little walkabout with us. Maybe get some fresh air and some sunshine, you know?
Oh, Sneegli would like that. Sneegli has been in this cave for a long time. There's no precious here.
Yeah, what you keep saying? What are you looking for exactly?
He becomes very downcast and dramatically flops on the floor.
Sneegli can't remember.
All right.
It was important. It was the precious. But all Sneegli can remember was it was blue.
Well, that explains why I took your cane. Well, maybe as we trot along, we'll find something blue that you can enjoy. But I think
he leaps up immediately.
Yes, precious.
Okay, all right. Cantor, are you all right with bringing this fella along?
He waves at Cantor. Cantor hasn't done anything to him,
No
problems there.
He's completely neutral for now. Hello, Cantor looks at this creature. He doesn't look very pleased.
That's fair.
He looks at you and says, as long as he doesn't get in the way, or, you know, it could be dangerous, you know that.
Yeah, do you know that? And I look down at Sneegli.
He shrugs.
Do you understand that this is dangerous, what we're doing?
He shrugs.
Sneegli is not afraid of danger.
All right. Well, I feel like this kid could use some sunshine and fresh air, so she stands back up to her full height. I'm proposing we bring him along. I'll keep him I'll keep an eye on him, so he won't be any trouble to you fellas as much as possible.
He
Is
shoots
everyone?
a dirty look at Clockface.
Harvey, you all right with this?
It's a surprise.
It is a surprise. I mean, no doubt there.
But I mean, if I say yes, my intuitions would be correct. And hopefully he is a great addition to the team. And my gut actually did something great. And maybe I should trust it more. You know what? Yeah, he's cool. Join the team.
Alright.
Cantor scratches his beard. Bird, yes.
Beard.
Beard, yes. He says, he's quite agile. I suppose we'll have more mountainous regions to explore, so I guess the abilities of the little guy could come in handy.
Alright, well, you stick with me. Anything you need to grab before we leave your non-dragony cave?
He thinks for a moment, then dashes off into the darkness. You hear a splash, and he comes back with a fish in his mouth. Sneegli is ready!
All right.
Wow, I got
He's
6
delightful.
tokens.
These tokens are precious.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. Can I tell? Is this a young mud goblin or is this an adult?
Well, it's always kind of hard to tell with mud goblins because, they're not treated very well, so they invariably show signs of wear and tear. So, he looks old, kind of old. I mean, not like really old, but you can definitely see the effects of stress on him. But you can't really tell how old he is just from that.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll offer my hand to him regardless if he wants to hold it as we leave.
And he does.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Alright.
you got a goblin son.
Yes.